student, in the previous video of the chapter 2 history, socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution, we discussed about the age of social change and how the society was divided into liberal, radicals and the conservative. In this video, we will discuss about the Russian revolutions. Socialists who were against the private property took over the government in Russia through the October Revolution of 1917. The fall of the monarchy in February 1917 and the events of the October are normally called the Russian revolutions. And the cause of the Russian revolutions will be discussed in these videos. In 1914, the Tsar Nicholas II ruled Asia with its empire beside the territory of the present-day Finland, Latvia, Estonia, Ukraine and the Belarus. He also stretches to the Pacific and comprised today's Central Asia state as well as Georgia, Armenia and Azerbaijan. The region of the majority was Russian Orthodox Christianity, means typical Christians, but the empire was also included Catholics, Protestants, Muslim and the Buddhist. Agriculture and the industries were the two main economic sector of the Russia at that time. The vast majority of the Russian people were agriculturists. About 85% of the Russian population earned their living from the agricultures. The cultivation produced for the market as well as for their own needs. Peasants cultivated most of the land, but the nobility, the crown and the Orthodox Church owned the large property, but the peasant had no respect for them. Peasants wanted the land to the nobles to given to them, so they refused to pay the rent and even murdered landlords. In 1902, this occurred on a large scale in South Russia. Peasants were divided along religious life but united. Nobility. Peasant community was called as commune, means mayor. They pooled their land together and later it divided on the basis of need of the individual's families. Industries were very few. The industries were concentrated in certain areas. The prominent industrial area were the St. Petersburg and the Moscow. In 1890s, when Russia's railway network was extended and foreign investment in industries increased, many more industries were established. The coal production doubled and the iron and steel output quadrupled. Since most industry was in the hands of the private people, so government established rules and regulations to exercise control over them. But steel factory rules were broken in the craft units and the small workshops. Workers too were divided by a skill as a social groups. Some workers formed a few associations to help some member in the financial hardship and the unemployment situations. All political parties were illegal in Russia before 1940. But still, the parties were formed and organized activity that led to the revolutions. The Russian Socialist Democratic Worker Party was founded in 1898 by socialists who respected Marx's ideas. It set up a newspaper, mobilized workers and organized strikes. Lenin was an important leader of this party, and the Socialist Revolutionary Party was formed by the socialists in 1900. They struggled for peasants' rights and demand land for nobles to be transferred to the peasant. But the Russian Socialist Democratic Worker Party felt that the peasants were not one united group. Some were poor and others were rich. Some worked as a labor while others were capitalists. So because of both ideas are different, they could not be a part of the socialist movement. Later on, the Russian Socialist Democratic Worker Party divided on the basis of their organization into two sections. The Bolshevik group, who led by the Vladimir Lenin, thought that in a repressive society like the Tsarist Russia, the party should be disciplined and should control the number and quality of its members. But the Menshevik thought that the party should be open to all. Russia was an autocracy. The Tsar was not subject to the parliament, means he is not answerable to their peoples. So, liberals in Russia campaigned to end this state of affairs, and the year of 1904 the worst year for the workers, because prices of the essentials goods increased so quickly that the real wages declined by 20%. And due to the dismissal of members of the Assembly of Russian Workers at Potlev Iron Works. A call was made for industrial actions. 1,10,000 workers went on strike in St. Petersburg. They demanded reduction of working day to 8 hours and increase in wages and improvement in working conditions. A rally was organized and procession of workers led by the Father Capon. They reached the Winter Palace. They were attacked by the police. Over 100 workers were killed and about 300 wounded. Because the day was Sunday, it came to be known as a Bloody Sunday. After that, the strike began, university closed down and students started walkout. Lawyers, doctors, engineers and other middle class workers established a union of unions and demand a constitutional assembly. Socialist Democrats and Socialist Revolution worked with peasants and working during the revolution of 1905 demanded a constitution. And because of the 1905 revolutions, the Tsar allowed the creation of the Duma. Duma, it is an elected consultative parliament, means all members of the Dumas are elected. But the Tsar dismissed the first Duma within 75 days and re-elected the second Duma within 3 months. He did not want any questioning on his authority or don't want any reduction in his power. He changed the voting law and packed the third Duma with conservatives. So liberal and revolutions were also kept out. And what happened when the powers of the king was not decreased, and what is in the February Revolution we will discuss in the second video. Now topic related these questions you have to do on your fair notebook.